What's the boldest move you pulled at school? I accidentally convinced my entire high school that I was allergic to the sound of bagpipes for 2 years, and it all started because I was bored in chemistry class. Sophomore year, my friend Mia and I were talking about weird medical conditions. She showed me an article about someone allergic to water. I laughed and said, I bet I could convince this school I had an allergy to literally anything. She smirked. No way. Pick something? She looked around the classroom and pointed at a poster of Scotland. Bagpipes. I waited for her to laugh. She didn't. Bagpipes? I asked. Yep, convince people you're allergic to bagpipes. There was a $20 bet involved. I wish I could say I was mature enough to walk away. I wasn't. The next day in history class, our teacher mentioned different cultural traditions around the world. I casually raised my hand. My doctor says I can't listen to bagpipes. The room went silent. What do you mean? My teacher asked. I shrugged. It's a rare neurological thing. Certain frequencies trigger migraines. I completely made that up. A girl in the front row gasped. That's so sad. I almost confessed right there. Instead, I nodded solemnly. By lunch, half the sophomore class knew. By Friday, teachers knew. By the end of the month, I was apparently the school's leading expert on bagpipe allergies. People asked questions constantly. What happens if you hear one? Can you listen to flutes? Are you allergic to Scotland? I answered every question with complete confidence. I even carried earplugs in my backpack for dramatic effect. Then things got weird. Our guidance counselor called me into her office. She wanted to know if I needed accommodations. Accommodations for an imaginary bagpipe allergy. I should have ended it. Instead, I doubled down. I explained that I usually got headaches and nausea. She took notes. Actual notes. Then she asked if there were any upcoming school events that might involve bagpipes. I said probably not. Huge mistake, because our school happened to have a marching band, and apparently one of the students played the bagpipes. I didn't even know we had a bagpipe player. The next week, the band director approached me. I heard about your condition, he said sympathetically. We'll make sure you're safe. Safe from bagpipes. Suddenly, I had an unofficial school safety plan. If bagpipes were present, someone would warn me in advance. I couldn't believe how far this had gone. Then came junior year. The school announced an international heritage festival. Guess who they'd invited to perform? A local Scottish pipe band. I nearly fainted. Teachers immediately started asking if I'd be okay. One even offered to let me stay home that day. The guilt was becoming unbearable, but by then I was trapped. I couldn't confess after almost 2 years. So I committed. I arrived at school carrying industrial-looking earmuffs I'd borrowed from my dad. People looked at me with pity. One girl gave me a sympathy muffin. Then the pipe band arrived. I spent their entire performance in the library. Teachers checked on me twice. The principal personally asked if I was feeling all right. I had become a hostage to my own stupid lie. Then came senior year. I thought I'd graduate and the whole thing would fade away. Nope. During awards night, the principal announced a special surprise performance.